Hey everybody, Glenna Hum back here with you, and we're going to continue our discussion about OnlyWire and what the advantages are to using this service. The first thing you want to do is go to OnlyWire.com to get signed up for it, and make sure you get your username and password and all of that to get your account set up. Once it is set up, you would go up here to your username where you see Glenna Hum here, and click on that, and it's going to take you to your account page. This is going to be the page where you're going to be able to navigate this site. Now the pricing for OnlyWire is it's free. It is free to you as long as you want to let them promote OnlyWire and their bookmark and share button on your website. They do a little bit of advertising here. If you don't want that on there, you can opt out of it and pay $24.99 for a year. So I just wanted to let you know that there is a slight difference there, but if it doesn't matter to you, it is free. Now the key to this whole thing is to go to My Services. This is where you're going to set up everything that has to do with the success of OnlyWire. We're going to go on here, you're going to see all these social networking sites, and you may have guessed it by now, you're going to have to go in and sign up for every single one of these. And I know you're probably thinking that sounds like a big pain, and you'd be right. But after you get it all set up, it is going to be well worth the effort, I can promise you, and you will reap the rewards of going through this very tedious task. Now they make it easy for you. You can actually click right through. If you see here on Delicious, you can click right through to the site, which I'm not going to do because it would take too much time, and sign up for each one of these. Some of them you might want to leave out if you're duplicating your efforts when you're syndicating other people's stuff, like for instance Facebook. I like to actually manually tag those and do that myself, so I didn't include that here in my group. But go through, sign up for all of these things. It will be, like I said, well worth your time. Now that's the first part. The next part is that you want it on your blog. You're going to need to go into your plugins and look up the plugin that is called OnlyWire for WordPress, as you see here. And it will let you customize it somewhat with the color, the size, and so forth if you just go into settings. And I'll show you what it looks like once you get it set up here. Let's go into this one. Let's see. Okay, as you can see, it's down here by the comments section, and you just wave your mouse over it, and here are all the sites that you signed up for, so it makes it that easy for you. Now I wanted to show you something. I also have all these individual sites down here, and you may see that on other people's blogs as well, but I would definitely tell you to make it as easy as possible on your readers to syndicate your content and get it out there. Don't make them go to each individual one of these. That's what the bookmark and share and the OnlyWire is all about. You have everything all set up for them right here. So the first thing that I do with OnlyWire after I've got my whole account set up is I want to send out all of my new posts. That's the first thing you're going to want to do, is make sure you syndicate yourself out to these posts. Now it pulls up here, it has the title, already has the URL. The only thing that does not fill in usually is the tags, and the tags are really basically your keywords. Now, if you do this a lot, you're going to have a lot of keywords built up here, and you can just click on things. If you don't, you just simply type them in and leave a space. Now, there I typed one in. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put, let's see, networking, online business, and usually 2, 3, or 4 of them are plenty. After you get that in, you simply go to bookmark, hit it, and it's that simple. I mean, it can't get any easier than that, you guys, and it's going to put you out to all of these places where people can find you. Now, it will give you a little message telling you that it's done. That's the first thing I use OnlyWire for. Now, the second thing that I use it for is to help out my friends, and I have Bill Hartman here, who always has such great content, and that's another point I want to make. Obviously, if you don't agree with the content and you don't think it's worthy of sharing, don't. I mean, that's just common sense, but I know that he always has great content, and I have read this post. So again, I know Bill has his bookmark and share button. It's already pulled up here. And I know that this post was about his new iPad and social media. So that makes it pretty easy. We can type in iPad, social media. Let's see if I could type. And I think those would be awesome keywords. And again, here we go. You just hit bookmark and look, it's done. Now that is something that you can do for every person that you feel like you want to, get out their amazing content to the world. And it is a favor that you're doing them. And believe me, once you start doing that for other people, they will tend to want to help you out and syndicate your content out to all of these places. So those are the two things that I use OnlyWire for. It's pretty simple after you get it all set up, and you really get, so much out of it, as far as syndication goes, not only for yourself, but for your friends. Now, after you do that, you have done the syndication, you will want to go back and do one more thing here. You'll want to go to My Submissions. And this is basically the place that's going to show all the ones that you've done. And as you can see, I've done tons and tons and tons. And I'm trying to find the first one that is in process. Okay, let's see here. That's the one I did for myself. Okay, let's see. Here's one that I did earlier that I need to check on. Did it a couple of hours ago. What you're going to find, even though you've done the bookmarking, you're going to want to come back through here and see how many of them give you a success reading. And that means it went through to that site, everything's great and wonderful. But you're going to find that there are going to be a few almost every time. I don't think I've ever had one go through all the way. And you can, hover over the failure and it will usually tell you what the problem is. And if you know that, that said my password, I might want to check my username and password. And believe me, I've done it a bunch. As many people as I've syndicated and bookmarked. So what I would want to do is just try again. If you saw that, let me get back down there again. Let's see. Well, wherever it went. Okay, here it is. For delicious, I would want to go to try again, and I'm not going to do it again just because of time. And you'll want to do this a few times. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. You could spend your whole life doing this and all day doing this. So I tried a few times. If it doesn't go, you just have to say better luck next time. But if you are counting these points for syndication, which is a whole nother topic that we'll have to cover another day, make sure you're only counting the ones that go through on success, because it's really not fair to count some that did not go through. The last thing I want to show you is to manage your OnlyWire. You might want to go to My Tags once in a while. Now these are going to give you tags, all the ones that you've put in. Now you may put some in, like I had somebody write about a cat. So I had to put cat in there for one of the keywords just to make sure that it would be seen under the right categories. I may never use that again, so I might want to clean that up and delete it. And there may be some other ones in here as well. But you can use all of these, but just keep in mind they're going to show up every time that you're going through bookmarking and sharing other people's stuff. So that is my last tip. I would say to you that basically it is an awesome tool for you to use for yourself and everyone else. And it's very simple. I know it seems confusing, but go back through this and watch it again. And if you have any questions, by all means, leave me a comment or go to contact me up here and leave me a message. I would be glad to help you out and even help you get it set up. I'm not going to do the work for you, but I would be more than happy to talk you through it. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you get this set up on your blog soon if you're not already using it. I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.